Hunky-dory.
Yeah, I think everything's good. So, I guess, welcome to Code's Mysterious Channel. I'm Code, and I'm here with my cousin Pat.
I'm Pat.
It's Pat. And we're going to be playing Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, practicing for the 2v2 tournament on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Yeah.
It's
They're notifying me that there's an eShop that
you can buy stuff.
Did you know? Did you know?
We realized you've been playing this game for about a year. Did you know you could spend money?
Yeah. Yeah. I was just letting it run. I was making sure everything was working. Flame Claws. Also, welcome to the chat. I'm just gonna set the options here. I think it's 3 stock. I figure we'll just like do a warm up and get everything.
Get a little more used to things.
Yeah, just kind of
shake the rust off.
Yeah. I'll use my main Captain Falcon. Just so we can kind of go over things again.
Yeah.
Because it's been a week. We played Donkey Kong last week, and I was like, maybe Tropical Freeze would be good training for the 2v2 tournament.
Oh, clearly.
Clearly.
It all translates over very well.
Yeah.
The roll jump tech,
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But so yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll just like.
It's been a while even since I've ever done like a 1v1.
Yeah. So, I guess we can just do a 1v1.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. There you go. That was close. There you go. Ooh. Make sure to, like, when you get the throw, you going for the down throw?
I was between up or down. I couldn't remember which it was, but I think it's down.
Yeah. We're so on fire.
That's good though, right?
Yeah.
Ideally, we shouldn't be able to beat each other.
Yeah. For that moment in the tournament when it's like 2v2 is now 1v1.
You're like, now you must fight your own partner for glory.
Yeah, for glory. Exactly. We'll find who the champ really is. Oh.
That was my ledge. How dare you?
Me using my down air. Such a bad move. Oh god.
It used to be good.
It used to be good way back. Ooh. There you go. There you go. Good. Make sure you get that air chase in, because it's definitely good in this.
Cancel your fire with my fire.
Oh yeah, you could totally be using your custom move too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
I should be using that. Get used to it.
It was a really good hit. Nice.
If that's what I would choose to use in the.
Please Flame Claws. Keep it clean. There we go. Yeah, because you'll definitely want to be using that cape. That's pretty good.
Yeah, the wind one, was it?
Yeah, the gust cape, I think it was, or something like that.
Yeah, because it knocks people back even more.
It's something. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that was close. That was really close.
I don't think it would have really done too much at 0%, but
no. To be fair, the thing is with Ness, right? If you knock him down, he still has to put in a lot of work to recover.
True.
Yeah, but it's something like if I'm doing the push, if I'm going in like that, there you go, exactly. You want to shield block that and grab it, because you get a lot of people that just do this over and over.
Dash attacks.
Yeah, and the trick is just to block it and then just go grab. Of course, I didn't wait too early there.
You were not learning from your own.
Yeah, just wait for them to actually hit your shield. In fact, you can even do it off air attacks. If I jump in like that and you do it, you can usually grab it. There.
Yeah, just sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it pushes you back enough that it kind of pushes you out of that range.
Exactly. So.
I think that's always been my problem, though, is sometimes I always felt like grabbing wasn't the best option before.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
In this one, it's better. It was really bad in Brawl. It was alright in Melee. It's just, Oh, nice one.
Bounce.
And the thing is even if you do that and land it right into the floor like that, it's good because somebody looks at it and they're like, oh shit, that just happened.
Intimidation.
It intimidates them, right? Because they're like, oh shit, they just landed that like it was nothing. And you're really good at landing it, so that's a good sign. Actually, I totally had a video I was going to show you a bit ago. There you go, nice, good one.
Do a pause.
Is it? There you go. It's one of those things that give you the shove.
No, not. Don't do that. That's
Ooh. But
the opposite of what I want.
But another thing, like, to keep in mind too is, you know, less is often more. Like, wait for your opponent to do something, capitalize on the mistake that they make. So
that's actually something I meant to ask. Is with the tournament, is it like a timed stock, or is it?
It is timed, but it's like 8 minutes, so
plenty of time. Yeah,
we won't go to the clock probably unless somebody's like really running hard. And apparently, like the way the TOs work, it's pretty. It's better just to block that.
I did it a bit too early, and then I died.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. We'll just chill out and just like get some like offline stuff in.
Shake the rust off, like I said.
Yeah, because we probably should have been practicing last week, but Tropical Freeze.
Come on.
It was good.
I liked it. It was good times.
Oh, we'll put your custom on so that you can.
Oh yes.
So you want to select Mario again, just like up here, and there you go, and there, the very bottom one.
I think this is the one that I have.
Yeah. So we'll be able to do that. I don't have customs for NES because his customs are just so.
Not so great.
The set that makes his moves like Lucas are kind of, it's like, well, if you want to play Lucas, it's an option, right?
Seems weird then that they'd be introducing Lucas as a character.
The thing, I guess the thing is like with Lucas, his normals are so different from Ness's.
Yeah, true.
It kind of makes up. Also, welcome to the chats, guys. Practicing on those non-flat stages. Not so much. Not right now. We probably should, realistically. Oh, you must have set that one. Wasn't sure.
I didn't change that one.
But you get the gusto.
I didn't even want the
jump.
That was the other one.
Yeah, well,
I'm just going to train.
Yeah,
and the bat. Oh, it actually comes up with a.
Yeah.
What the hell? Oh, it's default on OK.
Yeah.
Yes, it's always supposed to be on the left. What the hell?
Yeah. Usually you want the default to be the no.
It's the
Nintendo way. They're like, we gotta get them out of this match. They want out.
Well, maybe it's kind of just like with the PlayStation controller, how like. Except for the American PlayStation, it was always X.
Yeah.
And in Japan, it was always circle. And so there's like kind of that weird crossover where it was like.
So we'll change your moves, except we went to Trophy Horde for some reason. Whoops.
That's where you change your moves.
Yeah. I was gonna go to the shop and see if I could buy any trophies.
Long time ago, I just fall down from the sky.
And the worst part is it actually takes the Wii U like time to load that, so it's like
it's gotta generate those models.
Yeah. And the thing is I always want to go to the shop and I end up clicking that instead. So we'll get you to the character select. I think you can. Can you?
Nope.
Okay. You
probably
selected. Yeah.
So it's like, oh, that's player one.
There's this other custom moves. There's actually a weird little thing that I noticed about them, and I feel like this is something they overlooked when they were making the game.
Yeah.
Ness's PK Thunder. If you like wall bounce yourself into the side of the stage, you fall and you die, right?
Yeah.
With his other two PK Thunder customs, he can use them after wall bouncing.
Okay, it's not a bad.
It's not a bad thing.
It's kind of very situational. How often that would really come into play?
It's a factor because Ness could technically like climb up the stage using it.
I guess
gain some additional height, but the problem is both his custom moves for PK Thunder. I don't want to use them because they're not as good. So it's like the trade-off. The trade-off is real.
It's not worth it, man.
Yeah, no. We gotta change our tags again.
Switched on us.
Yeah, there we go.
That's why I have that extra one, clearly.
Yeah, just so you can rotate back and forth.
Exactly.
Yeah, we should actually go into a different stage, maybe. Let me see.
What are the stages usually like, though, before just...
Okay, they have, basically, when we first sit down against another team, they're gonna be starter stages, which are kind of like the most balanced stages, because nobody really gets to... There's no preference for picking.
Right. Basic stages,
Yeah,
so
like Battlefield, Final Destination. I don't know if Congo Jungle 64 is still on it or not. I think it was. It's not the most balanced stage, but it's
not terrible.
There. Yeah. Skaz would be able to tell me that. What's the other ones? We did have Pilot Wings for a while, but a lot of people really didn't like it. Because the stage, although it's flat, it tips.
Okay.
And people were like, no.
Too pokey floats.
Yeah, yeah. It tips a little bit too much. Too wild. Oh, Duck Hunt's one.
Okay.
It's just a flat thing. And, Town City.
Town.
Yeah, Smashville. I think that's it. Oh, and,
Lilac Cruise.
yeah, this one gets voted off first every time, practically.
Yeah.
No one likes those edges, because they're tilted down. Yeah. I'm not a big fan myself.
Roll off there.
Yeah. Theoretically, Nest should be good there, because you can PK Thunder outwards. And
Yeah, and you got kind of that little tunnel to go through. And you
yeah.
funnel yourself through there.
Yeah. It theoretically should be okay for Nest, but I feel like in practice it usually doesn't work out that way. And then, like, basically after one of the teams loses, they get to pick, but they get a wider selection of stages. The idea is that they've lost, so they can either change their characters or pick a stage.
Okay.
And they get to essentially counterpick stages, so the wider selection, I think, is just about everything except for Hyrule Temple, because of its size. Which is a shame, because I love Hyrule Temple.
Yeah, it's understandable, though.
Palutena's Temple, which is even bigger than Hyrule Temple. Like,
I
feel like there's at least room for 3 Hyrule Temples.
Yeah, this one was the biggest
Oh,
one.
yeah, Great Cave Offensive.
Yeah.
It's also out. I think the other ones are 75M, because everybody fucking hates it.
Understandable.
It's a horrible stage.
Why they even brought it back? It's
Yeah, I
questionable.
don't know. I feel like...
This level looks so...
Yeah, Pac-Man's not.
Looks like a level that was like, we made this in MS Paint.
I think they
Let's put that in amongst all these other like really nice looking levels.
Yeah. Well,
Even the thumbnail just
Yeah, I
doesn't
know,
look
it's
like
so
it
bad.
belongs.
We should almost... You'll never hear me say this again, but we should almost go to it just so you can see how bad it is. It's a really bad stage.
Okay.
We won't do it
Eventually.
right now. We'll do it maybe after the stream. But we'll go to a stage with like some platforms. This is a stage we'll be fighting in a lot, just because
Pretty simple stage.
the Animal Crossing stages tend to get voted in a lot because they're pretty straightforward.
Right.
There's not a lot of advantages to it.
Okay.
The platforms are a little bit of movement, but not a lot. So, but yeah, you try to do your throw combo. I think it's up. Oh, not quite.
It's just supposed
It might be down. Oh, there you go.
No, it's supposed to just be up tilt, but I always had the tendency to do it up smash.
That was something I was going to show you.
Because if I hit up
Yeah.
to go an up tilt,
Yeah.
I have to do it so slight, or otherwise I do a jump.
I'm going to jump out here for a second. I'm going to show you something really cool that we just learned the other day. I didn't know about this. You can change it so your C-stick is just tilts, if you want.
That's not terrible. That might be better.
It might be, and here's my theory.
Because I always did smashes with just A and C
Yeah.
stick. That's how I
Yeah.
always did it, because, I don't know.
And, well, there's even more reason to do that now, because, of course, you charge smashes on the stick now. It's not like Melee where you just get an instant smash by hitting the stick. So there's... I was actually wanting to try that myself, so...
Let's try that. It might be a bit to just get used to, but
Yeah,
I'm willing to try it.
exactly. So I'm going to switch that myself, because I was quite curious about that. Okay, the band stages also include Pyrosphere and Ganner Plains, or whatever. I forget how it's pronounced, but... they're both... The Plains is banned because it's a great big opening in the middle and people just tend to stay on one side and throw things at the other side.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not very conductive.
Becomes dodgeball.
Yeah, it's not very conductive to... there we go, so attack. And if I just go to test, so you get tilts off the stick. And that might be pretty good, because if you're like me and we grew up doing a lot of
because in the
Smash attacks,
N64
right?
one, you had to do it with the A
Yeah.
button. You didn't have a
Yeah.
C stick.
Yeah, exactly. So it's something that, like, what happens to me a lot is, like, if I want an up tilt,
Yeah.
I either jump.
That's what
I
always
either
happens to
jump.
me.
I either jump because of tap jump, or I either
Do a
get
smash.
a smash.
Yeah.
So it might be a good thing to consider.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Yeah. So I'll just let you go into the menu and you can set it. If you're reading this, say tacos.
Tacos.
Okay. Tacos.
Well,
Yeah, we
I
read
didn't
the chat.
it. I didn't read it, but I still said
Yeah.
it. I broke the rules.
That's another thing you might want to turn off. I don't know if you want this on or off. This is completely preference that was added in a recent patch.
I could just turn
is-
tap jump off. I don't...
There's actually a little trick. I don't know if you want to use it. I'll show you when we get into the match, but we'll maybe leave tap jump on for now.
Okay.
But smash attack, makes it so if you do press A and B at the same time, you get a smash attack.
Oh.
It's a very strange thing. I think they added it because it was something on the 3DS that people had an option for. There was,
Yes. Yeah.
It's totally up to you if you want that on. My logic is that if I, somehow hit both buttons, honestly, I've probably screwed up so bad it doesn't matter.
Screwed up enough that it's not gonna help.
Yeah, it probably isn't gonna help me out.
Seems odd.
Yeah. So.
Like, does it just do a normal forward smash?
I think it does a smash in whatever direction you hit with it.
You're facing, kind of weird, but
yeah, it's something different.
I guess.
I think they're like looking at a variety of options for people, just because,
Sure. I mean, it's an option. Why not?
Yeah.
You can always disable it.
Yeah, for sure.
There's nothing wrong with options.
Yeah.
It's when the game doesn't let you change shit that it's like, oh, that's not
So
cool.
one of the reasons why you might want tap jump on, you might personally want it off, so we can change it after this. But
I always have the tendency to press Y to jump myself.
Yeah. One of the things you can do, see, I do too, typically. One reason you might want to have it on is it gives your left hand something to do sometimes. If you're doing a lot of inputs, sometimes you just need that, you're doing too much on this hand, and it's like, I could use the freedom to jump on that side if I want to. It's another option.
Like, even just to do that, it feels easier to do as an up jump instead of with Y.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
it's totally up to you. The other reason you might want to have that is because if you use shield, you can use tap jump to leave your shield, sort of, but you can't use the buttons to do it or something like that.
You can,
actually,
but it just feels maybe easier.
I think it's for up B, actually. Something along those lines, because you'll be able to shield and do up B out of it. But if you have tap jump off or something, I forget how it works. Skies can probably cover me in the chat there. It's not something I do, obviously, because I play Nest, right? It's not often. It's not often I want to shield and use this, right when they're next to me, right?
No, yeah.
But try and do your up combo thing, just for practice.
My C stick wasn't doing.
I think it has to be pretty precise.
Yeah, it might have been. I might have just been a bit off center.
Yeah.
Or is there a delay to that?
Is there? Oh, it might be. It might just be like the time. I'm trying to. I might be at a high enough percent that I might not stay in it very well.
No, I'm throwing you a bit too high, but it's still it feels like I'm pressing up on C stick. Unless I'm really off or.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know. It'll be. It's it's better in the sense that once I get used to it, it would be better.
Yeah.
It's just
because it gives you a quick way to do a tap without accidentally doing
to try
a smash.
As I'm hitting it there, as I'm doing it out of a throw.
Yeah.
It just won't go.
Oh yeah, I can even hear it.
Yeah. Right? Like
let me try it.
And that's just with A.
So we'll go down throw. Oh yeah, it doesn't.
It's got a delay.
It does.
So it's not just the controller.
Okay, well that's good to know. I'm glad we figured this out right now. So just try and do normal tilt.
That's with just the A button.
Yeah.
I can do it right as soon as he comes out of the
animation.
The throw animation.
Okay, so that's good to keep in mind.
If I hit the C stick as soon as I can do it.
Yeah.
Then it does it, but I can't mash it.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah,
so
you have to. Okay.
It helps that I'm not instead going to be jumping.
Yeah.
But I just have to get the timing down.
We can fix that with tap jump too, though, right?
True.
If we remove tap jump, if you find it's something that you'd rather have it off.
I could get rid of tap jump, and I might be better off.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll just
I'm a slower all of this.
So. What is it? Shove you off the side.
No.
So, okay, I'm gonna, just do a bunch of dash attacks. You grab me and then just, shield it. Oh. A little early.
Oh.
I'm just gonna do this a bunch, because this is what people do. People love it.
They love it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And it's so good if you land something like that, because, of course, you're punishing something that they're doing, and they're going to be less likely to do it down the road, right? Because they're like, oh, that guy throws me every time I do that, right?
Yeah, they'll have to try to come up with a different strategy.
Exactly. So
I tend to maybe it's just because of Ness, because he's got kind of a...
It starts so far.
It's got a bit of range to it.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things that you have to keep, like, you just have to kind of believe in the shield it's going to work, because I know with Ness it looks like it's going to start so early and it's going to run down your shield, but yeah. It's better just, because you could just hold it, right? If you just hold it in. So like, your shield lasts long enough that it's not going to blow it up.
Oh no!
Unless you blow it up, then it got blown up.
Well, that's what all the cool kids do.
Yeah. So that happens a lot. And there's going to be times where they're just going to be a little too far away to get thrown, but... And your shield does break easier in this game, which is a good thing, because it pretty much never broke in other games.
Yeah, I don't think there's ever a real situation where it really broke in Brawl.
Yeah.
Not unless you were specifically shielding and like somebody was just wailing on you.
Yeah, because if you sit there with the shield out, obviously it's going to potentially break off of a hit. But to me, like the shield in this was a long time issue I had with Smash Brothers. Was I felt that the shield lasted too long. And they put out Project, or like when people put out Project M, they really cut down on like how long the shield lasts, and it felt so much better to me.
I can see that.
Yeah, and I'm glad that they did in this, because it prevents people from just like turtling around with their shield out.
Nobody likes a turtle.
Yeah. So. Ooh.
Oh no!
They're off the top.
That's where they go.
And of course, like I said, like the other week there. Generally, people who go your up airs usually beat people's down airs.
Right.
So, like, when people are trying to get down, oddly enough, that was one of the few instances that probably actually did connect. But you should be able to, like, fairly consistently beat a down air with your up airs.
And if nothing else, then you kind of trade.
Yeah. The only characters, really, that you want to avoid doing something like that, too, is, like, Link. Link, of course, is his down stab.
Yeah.
And the trick with Link, of course, is he does his down stab, and once he starts it, he's committed to it.
Yeah, he goes right down.
He's gonna go right down, you just grab him and punish him. Yeah. So, that's been the thing since forever, so. Also, can you hit the balloons in this? Yeah, you can. Actually, that was something that happened in the very first Smash tournament, was the fact that I think we were literally talking about how, like, good this stage is as a neutral stage.
Yeah.
And I did PK Thunder, and the very first thing that happened was it hit the balloon and went out, and I'm like, damn, that really sucks.
Worst stage for Ness, counterpick stage for Ness.
Yeah, counterpick stage for Ness.
Balloons.
Because it went like, you broke
sorry.
it, but that's alright.
It almost looks like it would go through it, though. Like, it doesn't seem like it has any real damage resistance, but... there'll probably be another one floating in here. There's one.
There it is.
Try that.
Because,
oh my god, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a big deal. Though I have been killed by it. Yeah. I'd be out here recovering, the balloon comes in from the side, hits that, and I kill myself, right?
Man.
But it happens. Not a big deal. Also, yes, guys mentioned in the chat that the combo off Mario's up tilt only works till about 40%.
Yeah, because then...
There you go. There you go.
That's the basic idea.
There you go. Perfect. And that's good damage. 32% off of a throw, right?
Right off out of the gate.
Yeah. So
you can kind of follow that with the up A.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
if you're smart.
Yeah, if you do the, like, I can't really do a Ness, but you can set them up for an up B, or up A, right?
Even up B, because at the end of that, I'm always so, I never really think to use that move as an attack, because it always used to suck so bad, but it's like, well...
Yeah,
that's not terrible. Like,
no, that's not bad. It's something I wouldn't throw it out a lot, just because if you do miss with it, you're kind of...
You're really vulnerable, that whole falling period right there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not good. So.
Not a whole lot you can do as you're falling. You can fall faster, but... That's about it.
Yeah, you can't earn dodge.
Like, can't air dodge, no nothing.
Yeah, so
just fall faster. That's it.
As we learned the first like practice thing, don't air dodge into the ground. It's slow.
I thought you said don't air dodge.
No, you can air dodge. Just you don't want.
No, I thought you meant like don't air, like.
Oh, don't air.
Like the food.
Don't air dodge. Yeah.
Don't air dodge.
Fair enough.
No, no
Yeah.
air dodging into the ground.
That used to be a thing, like in Melee. It used to be good. Not good in this.
That was the thing.
Yeah, so...
Look at me, I'm wave dashing, fellas. Whoosh! Whoosh!
But, yeah, let me see, is there anything else that I need to go back over? Also, shielding, like, if I come in with an air attack like that, if you shield it, like, just like that, you can grab me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's the same idea as doing it on the ground, right? It's just in the air. A lot of people, the thing is a lot of people who know about the one on the ground, pardon me, know about, doing that on the ground.
Yeah.
They still fall for it from the air.
Oh,
because
they don't really think,
yeah.
they think it's kind of a different approach, that it's
Yeah.
going to work differently, but it's like, well,
exactly.
it's the same.
Yeah.
Actually,
Went beyond you, but it's a little bit more finicky than on the
a
ground,
little bit.
Of course,
well, like I said, sometimes you'll get pushed back
Yeah.
even a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's the same general idea.
same idea. So,
Can I grab you out of that?
okay, here's how to deal with PK Thunder, because there is at least one other nest I know that is at the tournament. If I do it at you, just straight up shield it. Just like as soon as I use PK Thunder, just shield it.
Yeah, so it takes quite a bit of shield off, but it is
Yeah.
blockable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it broke through the shield.
At that point, it broke through the shield.
Yeah.
But, like, if I do a few here and you just go like that, you should be able to actually just, like, run up and punch me or, you know, do...
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, shit. You might not have enough.
That's what I was waiting.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Oh.
You missed!
Don't mind me, I just...
That's the wrong PK!
There you go.
Oh,
There,
okay,
perfect.
it's a little weird pushing
Yeah.
back, and I still kind of air grab from a distance,
Yeah.
but it's
And
the same kind of idea that you can punish it.
Yeah, and that's the best. Don't air dodge, don't air sauce.
Air sauce.
Pretty good. Look at Ness. He's like,
I did good.
yeah. Did you see the Game Grumps thing with the clapping? They,
What? No.
Oh, I'll have to show you that after the stream. They do like what they feel is like the approximate sounds of the characters clapping it, and Ness is like this.
He's just being open mouth.
Yeah.
I took a lot out of me, guys.
Yeah. It's really funny. It's actually really good.
Fat kid chasing after cake. Cake
Yeah.
monster.
Cake Monster. But, let me think, is there anything else here? Yeah, that was pretty much the general stuff to cover, I think, again.
For the most part, that's the
Yeah.
basic stuff that and
Yeah.
it's all stuff that I kind of need to, like,
Yeah.
work into my regular routine
Idea,
of
yeah.
grabbing through dash attacks
And,
and stuff
it's
like
something.
that.
It's something you don't have to. Don't necessarily put it into like the front of your head constantly, where you're constantly trying to do it. But
No.
it's something that it's like in that sort of moment where it's like, oh hey, I could do that.
If
and
you
it might
notice
work.
they're doing it a lot, then
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you have that
Yeah.
strategy already
It's just
formulated.
for example, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use Lucina. I'm going to do counters.
Okay.
And-
yeah. Need to learn
Yeah.
something about counters.
Yeah. So like, just like for the timing of it, the thing.
So now I'm curious, actually,
Yeah.
if it's just during that color flash, or if
Yeah.
that little part afterwards,
Yeah.
if that counts too. No, okay, so it's
Yeah.
kind of just during that color flash, I
Yeah.
think.
So there
Yeah.
you go. And so, yeah.
Because I can hit you even while you
Yeah.
still have your sword up,
Yeah.
but you've lost the color.
Yeah, exactly. So, see, like, oops, sorry.
No.
So, like, even, I can still technically be
Okay,
flashing.
hold on a sec, because I'm using a tilt and it's not countering.
Well, that's just because you're actually hitting it after the counter's active. Like, it's only active for that little flare that you see.
Okay,
You caught the very end of it there. It's, yeah.
I just feel like...
I know what you mean. The thing is when you're in the middle of a fight and people are like this all the time, it
Yeah.
gets old, right? I
Yeah.
know that was like a thing in the other stream.
Yeah.
The best thing you can do if somebody's going really counter heavy and just like throwing these out left and right,
Randomly, sort of.
yeah, is just like
Sorry, look at that village effect.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
so concerned.
yeah. Oh, hey, they still kept old villager. That's like from
N64
yeah,
days.
because there's
Look at his polygonal fists.
yeah.
They got the mare,
dated.
the turtle,
Yeah.
the turtle mare.
Yeah, Tortimer.
Tortimer, that was his name.
Yeah.
The rare giraffe, I remember that.
Yeah, But it's one of those things that, like, if somebody's throwing a lot of counters in, just trying to, like, net stuff.
Yeah.
One thing you can do is if they're being really annoying, just go for the partner.
True.
Because they're going to be over here trying to bait this.
In 2v2s, that's definitely a good...
yeah. If you have both...
Alternative.
It's a good alternative. And what it will do is it will make them more proactive, right? Because
it makes them have to attack.
Yeah. It makes them like, oh, man, they're going for my partner. I have to get in there. And,
at the very least, get in there, yeah.
And they'll be... Basically, they'll be in a mindset then of like, oh, I'm not going to be doing this all the time because I need to be over helping.
Right.
Because that's the thing, is if they're doing counters a lot, really slow movement.
Whoa!
Yeah, everybody kind of has really slow. Yeah, and like Scott says, like, if I do a counter, you can grab it. You can grab it at any time.
True.
Even if it's active, what is it? You can always grab it.
Yeah, even as soon as you do it, so there's no...
Yeah. It's something that...
There's no countering throws.
Exactly. So throws will counter on the ground, of course. That's why you see a lot of people do it, like, in the air.
Yeah, because then I guess they think that...
they're like, oh,
you're kind of safer.
Yeah.
Like, I get if it's in a mid-air combo, and you're recovering, well, I can't throw you when you're recovering through, but at the same time, if you're using a counter as you're recovering,
The trade-off of doing it in the air, of course, is it takes longer to recoup.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If I do it in the air, that's the first frame there, right?
Yeah.
So,
quite a bit of delay.
Yeah. And just so, like, you know, like, the first active frame, so if I do it on the ground, that's the first active frame I can do something. So, there's actually
right after she puts her sword down, basically, and resets.
Yeah. So, there. So, there is it's a little bit more delay than what it, like, the initial impression gives. Also, hello, Toffee Flame. Welcome to the chat. It's Toffee Flame.
Hot toffee.
We have the Flame Claws and we have Toffee Flame. Interesting.
They would either get along perfect or not at all.
Yeah. Rivals forever. But anyway, we'll just like that was good. That was a perfect shield. In this, if you perfect shield something, it will reflect it.
I've noticed that a few times.
No, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not easy to do. It's easier to use moves that actually have reflecting properties, like the cape.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Jeez. But anyways, so it's one of those things that offline I don't think you'll be as bothered by the counters, because part of it is the delay online.
Yeah. Because it becomes such an effective strategy to spam, because it's a workable, spammable thing that works better when you can't accurately... You have that latency, that delay in your attacks.
Yeah. So, we'll just, like, fight through the stock, I think. And I'll just throw a few counters in here and there. That was really good.
Wow, it propelled me back a bit, and even just a little bit that hit you threw
me really far.
Quite a distance.
Yeah. That's not a bad
thing. The high-powered flood is...
If you want to get a feel for it, test that out.
It's weird, because it's quite useful being the high power and the regular one. I don't
so if you just want to hit me with it, we'll see how far it shoots.
I'm curious,
86%.
Okay, it's not a recovery thing.
No.
I was curious.
That's a good thing to test, though.
But it's a thing, like, if you're trying to recover, I'll just be edge guarding and try to... Okay, I'll just... I didn't really mean to kill you, but...
yeah. Okay, so, what is it? Even if it's just shoot it... I mean, at 0%. Oh, jeez, actually...
It almost flat out killed you.
Yeah. What is it? Okay, let me just... Okay, I wasn't actually holding forward, so... Do it. Okay.
It still kind of pushed you down. It kind of... It can throw people off, because...
Okay.
How often would that be a thing that people are expecting?
Yeah, and keep in mind that's at like 1%, so... I have no idea if that's affected by the fact that, it's so much range. That's actually really good. I like that a lot.
Okay, stand at the other side of the stage.
Okay. Yeah, not quite that far.
Probably a third of the stage, though.
About a third. Sorry, Toffee Flame, we don't take music requests. We just use the game music. That was the thing that Twitch sort of got uppity on. It was like, if you have music stuff. See, once they got bought out,
because then all licensing and stuff.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as what happened with YouTube. Before YouTube was really a big advertisement thing, a money-making type of thing. Everybody and anybody used music
Yeah.
everywhere, and it was like a thing, and nobody cared because
Yeah.
well, nobody's making money off it. But then as soon as
Yeah.
somebody's making money off of something, then whoever owns that thing is like, hey, wait a minute, what's going on here with my music?
Also, Skaz makes a good point too. Is the high power flood's also going to be very good in 2v2 because you're probably going to hit 2 people with it, and it'll send them
True.
both flying right.
Oh, that's right. It's a shame you can't use the high powered flood on online, just to kind of testing that, kind of get a feel for that.
I know. That's unfortunate.
I mean, I guess the best would be
we could do
computers.
We could do like some computer matches or
that'd be the best, just to get a feel for. I'm curious if I have somebody if you have somebody grabbed and then I use the flood on them, what happens there?
Try it. I don't.
Well, I can't. I don't know. We can't tell, right? You know, because I can't test that because I can't. I meant if you have somebody grab and I use the flood on the grabbed person.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's like, does that still launch them? Does it launch you with them?
It wouldn't affect me.
Nothing?
It wouldn't affect me because Team Tac's off.
Right.
So.
Does it break the grab though? Is what I think.
That's a curious thing. I don't know what it does. What I would think would be good though is if I grabbed somebody, for example, and I threw them out like that,
right.
and then you just followed up and shot them with flood. It would probably send them really.
That's
far.
what I'm kind of thinking too. Even just as a thing for if I kind of knock you away here and
sorry,
you tried to get hit and you couldn't.
There we go. Yeah.
And you kind of push away like that and see
that totally killed me.
Even just that, yeah.
So it's something that's going to be good. So definitely keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'll have to try to remember that because I'll get in the moment and I'll
forget about it. I'll try and make sure to mention if I notice that.
You'll pick the water bottle up, shake it
yeah.
Oh shit, you're right.
Okay, that'll maybe be our sign for that. One thing that's really good in this that I just saw the other day, it's a little surf combo with Mario, is if somebody's coming back on the ledge or whatever, if they're right here essentially, what you that's one thing you can do. But if they're right on the ledge here, what you can do is if you just run up and do your 1-2-3 combo on me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then what you do is you just walk forward and just fall off the ledge and do your punch.
Okay, I kind of.
Yeah, you can do a 1-2-3 and.
Okay.
Yeah. And, not
a little further back, but
yeah,
I get the idea.
You get this timing.
It kind of has to be almost more like that and not killing myself.
That actually worked in its own unique way. There you go. Oh, close. Really close. Oh. It happens. Sometimes it's you get in there and it's
well, that's the thing. It'll be one of those things.
It'll happen here
to try to figure out the specific the timing on
There you go. Whoa.
That
shit.
worked in the sense that it killed you. But
yeah, no, that was ideal. That worked.
It didn't look good though. It didn't spike down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that flood, I definitely will have to incorporate that and really get used to that because even just that, especially with the team attacks and then with Ness's throw is really good.
It's really good.
Throw them out and then as they're trying to recover, once they use up that second jump and you knock them out far enough, unless you've got a really good up B or if you're like Zelda or somebody that's got a really far up B that can cover the distance.
Maybe something like Kirby who can
could fly, sure.
Yeah. But even like Kirby, it still takes a lot of zip out of them to push them.
Yeah.
But no, that's pretty good. So that's something to keep in mind. Unfortunately, we won't be able to train with it online.
Yeah.
But yeah. But it's one of those things that, for what it's worth, it's something.
It's